Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I'm here today for a very, very different video, guys. My friends, my dudes, we gotta talk, alright? We gotta talk. Now, this isn't a super serious video. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna title it like Xenoverse 2 RANT or like Xenoverse 2 DLC 11 RANT or something like that. I don't know, something along those lines. So, I did put up a little, I guess, like community poll response interaction type of deal where I basically just asked you guys, would you like me to just kind of talk about DLC 11, kind of recap and just express my distaste and frustrations with some of the decisions that Bandai and Dimps made. As you guys know, Bandai and Dimps, they make some of the worst decisions ever when it comes to I mean, especially when it comes to, like, Xenoverse. I mean, some of the other games, I mean, they're not as bad, but when it comes to Xenoverse, it's bad. And I'm not trying to take shots at them or say that they're a bad company or anything like that. I'm just saying that they, you know, they have a lot of problems with stuff that they do, and they just don't make the best decisions. That's all. I will have to say this first and foremost as well. I have enjoyed DLC 11 / the free update. Free update. Yeah, that's going to be a point we're going to get into as well. I love it. I love everything about it, the content and everything. It's just the methods of obtaining a lot of this free content and the one single thing that is required for it, and it's super frustrating. So this is just going to be my thoughts, my opinions. Don't take this video too seriously at all. I will still be playing Xenoverse literally every single day and making videos. This isn't going to stop that or anything, so I'm just going to put that out there. This is just going to be a video that I think would be kind of fun, just to kind of talk about this and see if you guys feel the same way that I do with a lot of this. So as you can see on screen, I prepared a little slideshow, and I also have notes. So I did come prepared at least a bit, but most of it's just going to be bleh, like I'm just going to like just throw up here. So the very first thing, PS Plus is required for all of this. And then you just see, like, when this first initially released, it said free update on existing content, free. So much free. Even in the title, it was like the 11th update, the 11th free update. That this is all from Bandai's trailer that they gave us. And everyone was looking at this like, holy shit, like, this is awesome. And for the most part, like, let's just be real, some of the stuff, or a good majority of things, would require online. It makes sense. I'm not gonna, you know, crap on them from that, because, I mean, for the most part, we know that obtaining you know, skills and items and things, you know, usually is always through raids. You gotta have access to TP Metal Shop, all that stuff. So nothing was really truly free, because, I mean, a lot of it was, you know, through purchasing stuff from the TP Metal Shop. But at the same time, their expression of it and how they advertised everything was made out to be like literally everything's free or whatever. And you never know. There are people out there who just probably recently got into this game, or they are, you know, maybe they're completely brand new to the game, and when they see free updates, they think, oh, okay, I just download everything like through this update, and then I just go and I either unlock it or I already have it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, with most free content nowadays, whenever they say it's like a free update or whatever, you just download and you receive. So for the most part, that's usually what happens, and they've done that in the past before, but now everything, and this is something that I want to just make note in this video going forward, just expect everything to be online content. I think at this point in time now, I mean, you know, I was a fool to think that they were actually going to give us, you know, free shit, like actually free shit, but no, that was not the case. So that is strike one. They're gonna be like 15 different strikes and they're out. Like, if they were playing baseball, it'd be over. So this is everything that it came with at the very end. Again, free update, new playable character, the Supreme Kai time, yay. Available August 26, 2020. So it lists everything. The one extra mission, the 15cc mascots, 80 load screen illustrations, 10 partner customizations, 50 Hero Coliseum figurines, 9 techniques, 3 raid events, 3 new costumes and accessories, and 13 new Super Souls. Holy shit balls. Like, that is so much amazing stuff that's all gonna drop on the 26th. You wish that was gonna happen, because it didn't. All that we got the very first day was, and I mean, the main content, which is Supreme Kai at Time, that was late August 26th, so it was like super late that day, which again, they still promised it, and they actually did deliver, at least with that. But when it first came out, like when the update first came out, it was just CC mascots, which you could only get 4 of them, or 4 or 5, whatever, 5. Yeah, there were 5 of them because there are 3 colors each. Yeah, you could only get the 5 normal, the 5 like random colors of it, so they didn't even have like the base versions of it. And then it's like you couldn't even get all 80 load screens. You could only get like probably like 15 to 20 or something like that. And then even after that, like, and some of the skills and things you couldn't obtain at all, like through the TP Metal Shop. You had to do a fast forward method, go into the future, which we'll get into that after, you know, because I'm trying to keep this organized as much as possible. But that's all you really got, as well as that online tour mode, which, I mean, you could kind of mess with, but you see it right here. It advertised available August 26th, and there wasn't anything that came out on the Japanese website or anything that I remember seeing that said that, you know, the raids and everything else were going to be, you know, put out like all the way up until October, mid-October, like the 14th of October. Shout out to my brother, that's his birthday. That's gonna be the final day that you can obtain everything. So that's gonna be like the last day of the final raid. So it's gonna be a 1.5 like month process in order to get literally everything that you want. So I mean, in my opinion, I think that's absurd that they're spreading it out that much. But at the same time, I understand, because they're a company, they're a business, and all of this has to do with, you know, them being a business. They want players and, you know, the fans to be supporting this game for as long as possible. So they're dragging it out. So, like, I mean, coming from a consumer, we hate it. We don't like this. But, I mean, if it's coming from an actual developer standpoint, yes, this is a very smart thing that they did for their business practice, but at the same time, it's like, it also hurts just, you know, the opinions on them as a company, and I think in the long run, it will, you know, it will cause some damage, but I don't think this is going to be something that it's just going to be like, boom, it's over. You know, for the most part, I'm pretty sure people have online. They're not really complaining that much, but for us who are the people who want the free content and don't have online, and yes, that's right, I do not have online. That's why I play the PC version, because I hate paying for online. Okay, that's just the biggest crock of shit that is about games nowadays, is that you have to pay for everything online, and it's like, I'm already paying for the goddamn internet. You know, it's like, why do I have to pay for a separate service just to connect online and play with my friends or whatever like that? Like, we need to go back to the days of the PlayStation 3 where there was like, you know, you just connect, that's it. And it's like the online, even though you pay for it, it would be different if you were paying for it and it was actually good, but it sucks ass tits. Like, it's so horrendous, it's so bad that, like, you know, people still complain about netcode to this day. You know, talk to Rhyme Style, you know, about that. He made like 3,000 different videos on how bad the netcode is. Like, a lot of reason why he stopped playing the games, because the netcode was so horrendous. So again, I personally don't care for online or whatever, but if you want to get a bunch of this free crap, you can't. So, moving on here, again, with the Supreme Kai time, with that tournament, allegedly, like, I haven't even done the tournament because I just didn't care. Again, I've just been using, like, mods and everything, but, yeah, the tournament, it was apparently super cheese. Like, it was, I mean, for the most part, I'm pretty sure most people completed it, but, I was hearing, like, they spent, like 5-6 hours on this, like constantly doing it and refreshing it over and over again to get all the skills, to be able to even beat it, maybe even the first time. And I don't know, it maybe, you know, there are contributing factors on what your level was, you know, yeah, your just skill level. Obviously, there's definitely going to be that, but for the most part, I heard a lot of people really bitching about how bad and difficult the tournament was in terms of it being super cheese. Like, they said, like, the time patrollers that you fought had, like, the super, like cheese builds and everything. So even, I mean, at least it had a little, I mean, I don't even consider it being a cutscene. It was just a little bit of dialogue in the time patrol place, like, where she was like, oh yeah, I've named this tournament the Content City Tournament, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna enter, you know, anonymously or whatever, but she enters or whatever. So yeah, the time patrollers had super cheese builds. And then after that, what I found out recently, and I didn't know about this, but the Supreme Kai of Time has that time space skill or whatever, that one that like traps the opponent. Apparently there's a glitch on it that nearly one-shots the opponent, which is hilarious. I personally think that's funny, but obviously that's broken. So I mean, they gave us a broken character and broken content right at the start, you know, without even really testing anything. I've been hearing so many complaints about that as well. There's also some glitches. I saw my boy Endakuba. He actually posted that like everything got like whited out, like the skills and like the UI and everything. It was just like a white bar that was being shown. And then I saw another glitch where somebody was using the Supreme Kai of Time skills. And I think this was on PS4. This isn't even on PC. I'm pretty sure this was all on like Switch, PS4, like consoles. And there were just these glitches of these squares and boxes on the skills and everything. So that was another thing that I saw a couple people experience. I don't know about you guys. Let me know down below if you experienced something like that. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, what is going on with that now? But yeah, like that's another annoying thing that it actually had. So when it comes to her skills and everything, not only like are they like super OP and awesome, but the way of obtaining it is, so basically you go through the tournament twice, I guess, or like you go through the tournament like one full like rotation, I guess, and you can unlock her. So the first like section of the tournament, I think it's like you unlock the loading screens or something like that, and then the second final part of it where you fight Supreme Kai of Time, you unlock her after that, and then you do that all over again, and then the rewards after that are going to be her skills, which had a horrendous drop rate, which was like for everything that had a drop, like a random RNG drop, was horrendous. But I mean, that's to be expected. It's Xenoverse, like Xenoverse always does that. So I saw a lot of people complaining about that too, so that was something else. Now, again, this is what I mentioned earlier. When we're getting over to the Ultra Instinct Goku skills, you had to fast forward time. You had to, you know, change the future, you know, get in the time capsule, beat Trunks' dumbass, and screw up the timeline, and go all the way into the future for September 10th or September 9th or whatever the hell it was. And then, only then could you get the skills. But then if you got the skills, then you would get banned if you use them online. I actually don't know if that's true or not. Let me know down below. But I was hearing people saying like they were getting banned because of the new thing that they had going on with, like, you know, security purposes and things. But yeah, any of the Ultra Instinct Goku skills that came out, which there were only 3, for some reason we didn't get Surging Spirit, which I don't really care if we got it or not, but I think that's just weird that they gave us all the skills but they didn't give us Surging Spirit. Yet we have both God Vegeta and Evolution Blue Vegeta's skills, which is Burst Charge and Ultimate Charge. But I don't know. Maybe there was some reason for that, but maybe they just forgot or whatever. But I will have to say that this is one of the coolest skills ever. The Divine Kamehameha. Like, let's just be real for a second. Can we just not bitch and complain and just all agree that this was one of the coolest things that they added that I was not expecting them to ever add in this game ever, and they did it. And I'm like, wow, like, good job Bandai on that. You know, good job to Dimps on that. So now we're getting to one of my favorite parts. Oh, yes. So, the CC mascots. Oh, my God, dude. They're so cute, but they're so goddamn expensive. This thing grinds my shit, dude. It grinds my shit. So, basically, like, you know, you're sitting there, and you gotta grind your ass off for TP medals if you want to get all this stuff. So, you're going through, you're sweating, you have, like, you know, crap stains in your pants because you haven't gone to the bathroom because you've just been grinding for, like, 3 days straight. You know, probably in the past couple of months, you've just been grinding so much to get TP medals and extra TP medals and things. Going on raids, connecting to the internet with people, you're just wasting money on PS Plus. And then, what do you get? At the end of all of it, you only have 1,500 TP medals. So then what you can do with the 1,500 TP medals, you go to the shop and you can only buy one of these bastards. That's it. That's all you can get is Poir and his stupid idiot face, and he's just like, yeah, that's right, you spent 1,500 on me. But then you might be asking, Slow, but why would you spend the 1,500 that you just grinded? Because these are so damn adorable and cute. What are you gonna do? You don't have a choice. They're calling you saying, oh, buy me, spend the money, spend the TP medals. So you don't have a choice. You just buy it and that's it. It's over. You lost all your TP medals. You're broke as hell, and you can't even buy McChicken at McDonald's now because of that. So that's what happens. Everybody's poor now. we're in a recession. Xenoverse 2, we need something, dude. The Xenoverse 2 Great Depression is here. This is it. All because of these little things. All they do is they fart. That's it. Gogeta, he just farts. Zeno, he upside down. Poor, he does literally nothing. I mean, I think Chaozu's the coolest out of all of them because he goes like he does something like that with his telekinesis or whatever. Why is he pink? Okay. Oh, I think that's a Tao colors. But yeah, like, that's so dumb. But whatever, moving on here. The new raid quest. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, the raid quests, I can understand to a certain extent that these would have been released later on, but I thought that they would at least put out raid events or through crystal raids, at least, that you could obtain everything instead of having to wait on the new raid quest. That's what I was thinking initially, but again, I was a fool to think that. I shouldn't have, you know, had that thought process initially. But let me get a sip of water. My mouth's getting dry because I'm getting flamed up, bro. So, yeah, the new raid quests, they're not even out yet. We have 3 days until the very first one, which I think is on September 2nd. So, they're not even out yet. And then you have, you know, I think there's like 5 in total. So the first one is like Supreme Kai, or sorry, it's like the time versus the Time Patroller, then it's Supreme Kai Time, then it's Jiren, then it's like full power, no, it's like DBZ Broly, and then it's full power Broly, which that's the only one I guess you could do with Xenoverse 2 Lite or something like that. And through these, this is where you can obtain literally everything else that you ever wanted that they promised to release on August 22nd. I mean, that's what they advertise. Again, I'm not saying like that they 100% promise, but you know what I mean. They advertise to release on, you know, the 26th. But yeah, September 2nd is actually the true I guess starting point for everything. They should have just done it like that if they were gonna make you wait this long, but I digress. Whatever. Again, we know the business practice. They're just trying to extend it for as long of a time as they possibly can. So if you want a partner customization, if you wanted you know, clothing and things, that's what it was. So now when we get to partner customization, so it's already annoying that you have to have online, and you know, for these to actually get these, when some of the other characters that have partner, you know, custom partners and everything, you could get in the base game. So now, in order to get the unlock keys, you got to get a 30% drop from these raids that aren't even out yet. So then you get the 30% drop and you finally get one of them. And what happens? You get Goku Black. And what happens when you get Goku Black? He's shit. He's complete garbage. I'm gonna be real. That was the most disappointing one of all time. All he could learn was like Aura Slide and Instant Severance. And that was it. There was literally nothing else. Like, you thought, oh, okay, it's Goku's body. He can learn Spirit Bomb. He can learn, I don't know, regular Kamehameha. Kaioken, at least give him Kaioken. I'm telling you right now, 75% of the characters on this should have been able to have Kaioken as Awaken. And there's only one character that got Awoken, and that was Trunks, who already has Future Super Saiyan. That's the only Awoken that he has, which he already always had. So it was like, they don't even get Awoken skills. I will have to say, the color changing is pretty good, except for Broly. I'm pissed that you can't change the colors of his pants. And with Tapion, I'm annoyed that you cannot change the undershirt of him. I could have made Link look like a badass, you know, elf with a mohawk and everything. But no, you can't do that. I know a lot of people were complaining about Super Saiyan 4, you can't change the fur. I was expecting that, but hey, it wouldn't have been badass if you wanted to make, like, Goku Black, so you have, like, the black fur. That would have been so sick. I would have loved that. But yeah, partner customization, that was annoying. I will have to say I enjoyed it for the most part. Goku Black was like the only like really garbage one, but there's so many cool skills and things that like I've used with mods, and that's why I cannot wait to get back into mods here. We're going to be going off and having so much fun with literally the complete freedom to do whatever you want. Whenever you get mods on PC, bro, I swear to God, your life is like, you feel like you're on top of the world. But yeah, for the costumes and everything, again, it's like, yeah, you gotta get that horrible drop percentage, whatever, or actually, it's not a drop rate on these, but yeah, you gotta, you know, get the points or whatever. Like, was it like 15,000 is like the max that you need in order to get all these, but you gotta do like every single raid if you want to get all the costumes and stuff, and it's like, oh my god. And then for CC mascots, the other colors, it's only a 10% drop rate, and the rest of the 50 or 60% you get through the loading screens, which again, loading screens are cool, but I would not pay for those, to be honest. Now, moving on here, man. Like, where am I even at on this? Yeah, so now we're getting into the meditation and time skip skewer got nerfed. They got nerfed so badly. So apparently there's both good and bad for this. I was hearing completely mixed opinions, and I still don't really know what is viable. I don't play online. I don't play competitively. I don't play smart in this game, okay? I don't know strategy in this game at all. Obviously, there was a strategy, which I think was meditation with a Super Saiyan Blue Evolution build, because Super Saiyan Blue Evolution drained the shit out of your ki, and you literally had 0, like, within 5 seconds. But now, it's been reduced, so it takes an extra couple of seconds, I think, to load up and activate the, you know, extended key bar or whatever. And then after that, it only lasts for, like, 20 seconds when it was, like, a minute or, like, a little over a minute before. So, you get a 15%, over 50% reduction in the time that you can use this, so then you're screwed. It's basically useless. And I think the worst part is the fact that the mission that you had to grind this was a pain in the ass. I remember people hated it. I was trying to grind for it initially too. I gave up. I said, fuck that, I'm gonna go on PC and use mods, and that's what I did. And now I can use meditation. I can use a modded version of meditation from Buren now, so screw you, Xenoverse, base vanilla garbage. But no, seriously, like, it's just funny that, like, and that's, sorry, I don't want to say it's funny, but it's so sad that people grinded all this time for this skill and they just completely threw it in the trash. Now it's just kind of like almost useless. Now, I've heard replacements, like there's a Super Soul that does like the same kind of thing or something similar, so at least you have like alternative methods. But I know people were really annoyed by this, and I heard other sides too where the builds that they had with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution and meditation was super cheese. So there's always going to be one side that says it's cheese, the other side that says that it was so necessary and I needed it. It all depends on your skill level, blah blah blah. Time skip skewer or whatever, flash skewer or whatever, again, I don't really care about that move, but apparently it was a build that a good amount of people used and they liked it. It was obviously a skill on hit, and now it sucks balls because I saw that there was literally like 5 different points that were actually, you know, nerfed and negative, nothing positive on that. So I just think that's kind of funny, but it is what it is. You know, I feel bad. I really do feel for y'all that, you know, worked your asses off. That's the main thing, is you worked so hard to get this skill and now it sucks, and that's not fair. That's not fair. I think we can all agree, no matter what, if it was a, you know, a good thing or a bad thing, now it's pretty much useless. I think we can all agree it's pretty much useless. Like, there's no point in really using it now that it sucks balls, but you grinded so long for it, so that's sad. And then the final point, guys, oh my god, Hero Coliseum. Nobody cares about this, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just joking. I'm actually interested in actually doing it. I don't know. Would you guys like to see me do something on Hero Coliseum? Just seeing what... Apparently, there's 50 new figurines, bro. When it first came out, it was fun, but I forgot this existed. Xenoverse was meant to be, you know, an arena fighter, not gotcha, you know, gotcha by the balls, turn-based system or whatever. But I think, for the most part, I went over everything. I want to say a big shout out to y'all, because this almost got 2,000 likes on this, you know, question that I asked and I interacted with you. We got 269 comments. So we had 269 responses from people. Koran, you know, we had Kindle Lauder, Harry Y, you know, Odin Gaming. Y'all gave me a bunch of good info and what you thought sucked and what was annoying. So hopefully I went over literally everything. But I think the main thing here is they pretty much lied to us. I don't want to say they lied, but they false advertised. They definitely false advertised. In a sense, they never really promised anything free. It's just that the advertisement and the way they expressed everything in the trailer. I mean, like, false advertising is, I guess, the same as lying. I guess. I don't know. It's basically, we got clickbaited, okay? And for me personally, I like to clickbait, you know, but I understand, you know, I can understand both sides. That's all I gotta say. I just want to say thank you guys again for your support on everything, and just, you know, the whole situation. It's a mess, and hopefully one day, maybe, if we're lucky, things will make more sense, because none of this made sense on why a lot of this stuff happened. I'm still going to continue to love this game to death. I still think it's one of the best games ever created for Dragon Ball, in my opinion. There's so much content, so much that you can do, and so much replay value. I think it would be just, I think it would just be sad if you completely quit the game altogether. if you initially just like love the game completely. But I don't know, that's just my opinion. It's whatever you guys want to do. It's your opinion at the end of the day. So if you had problems and you had, you know, just whatever, comment down below. I want to see more responses of other potential things that you got pissed off about. I don't think I covered every single little point, but I covered a lot of the problems, and I'm sure there will be more to be discovered as you know, the raids go on and everything. I just feel like we had a good amount of time. We had like 3 or 4 days to digest all of this content, or like at least a week now. So that's gonna do it. Thank you all so much for watching. Sorry this video ended up being almost like 30, or it's over 30 minutes or something. I don't even know. I am exhausted. My mouth is dry. And now I just need to go sleep and hopefully recharge myself. But thanks again. Stay safe. Mods will be returning tomorrow, 100%. The patcher's not out yet, but I have a way to record videos for y'all. So stay tuned. Peace out. Take care.